And mommy took it long. Smoke. I smoke with my papa.
Today we're fixing up some tacos for lunch. That's what we're fixing. We got la salsa verde para los taquitos, and cebollita, y las tortillas. All right. I found some king size ones. Yeah, y'all didn't know I spoke Spanish like that, huh? Found some king size ones. They're like twice the size of regular ones. So we'll make some big old tacos. Reportaditos y rellenitos. How are you guys doing today? Everything good? I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. It's the first Saturday I've had off since I started the new job, so it's pretty smooth. It's pretty fun. I'm here with the Weekster. Yeah. It's been an adventure, roughing up everybody at work.
Damn, you have 10 views?
Yeah, or when really before you came, it was like at 28.
Nice.
As you were walking up, and then I saw it drop. See how it's up at 18 now? My internet sucks. That's why like it's not picking everything up.
And you look gorgeous.
Thank you. I took a shower. That's funny you say that, and I haven't. I just found out. I just had twins. That's good, man. But like the food one or like the itchy one, bro? Because if it's the food one, congratulations. But if it's the itchy one, I don't know. I don't know about
what
that.
What are crabs though?
It's like lice, but down there.
Really?
Yeah, that's what that is. So if he has that, that's what I'm saying. If you got that, I don't know what to tell you about that one, bro. I don't have experience in that one.
Oh, damn.
Of course she's gorgeous.
I was speaking about the 89. Thank you. I don't even feel up to par right now, so the fact that you said that means a lot. Thank you. You just spoke on YouTube, right?
Everybody else does. I think it's just TikTok you can't.
Right?
No, well, and I have it set to where my live is like, it's the one that's not made for kids.
Okay.
So I think if you have yours and like kids watch your stuff, then yeah, you'll get in trouble. I make you laugh. Last time you partied was in Vegas. Incredibly lucky. Matter of fact, watch this. I'm gonna pick you up. I do bicep curls with her every morning. Exactly. No, that's why I turned you around. I was like, y'all ain't seeing nothing. And she feeds me my protein every day. She's the reason I got so big.
We've been married for almost 3 years.
Being honest with you guys, I used to never, I wasn't always 6'6". There was a time in my life where I was 5'5", but through the power of eating the proper nutrients and love, I grew twice my size. So just eat vegetables.
Eat vegetables.
just left after I biced the pearl tree. That was some hate shit.
Not a lot of men can pick up their girlfriends or their wives.
Tell me why that's been on my feed all day today. That's kind of like literally all week long. That's kind of why I've been obsessed with doing that to you. Because it's been on my feed all day long. These chicks complaining that they want that, or either single chicks complaining about they don't have that, or chicks with relationships.
Sorry, I be forgetting. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. They say we can smoke them. You're a pretty cute couple. Oh, thank you. People think I'm his kid a lot, though.
No, do you know the amount of times I've had people follow me around the store, or like even call the cops for us hanging out in the car eating lunch, thinking like
I'm a child.
Yeah. Like
I'm literally 22 by the time 23.
It hasn't happened now that we have like a somewhat nice car, but when we used to drive a 1989 Astrovan Chevy, and literally everybody would always, what are you doing with that little girl you man? What are you doing with that little girl? And I was like, whoa, that's my wife. And they're like, that's your wife? Yes.
And people think he's like in his mid 40s or 30s. We're literally the same age.
We're a year apart, if that.
Right? We're only a year apart. But people think I'm his kid all the time.
And she's the ultimate weak sauce.
It's funny, but then like I be finding it weird because it's like the fact that that's people's first thought is I look like a kid.
I feel like that says a lot more about them than it says about me.
People be thinking I'm a minor a lot, and I don't know how to feel about it. I be like taking it as a compliment because I know I look so young, but it's just like, damn, I'm literally in my 20s.
We both.
Y'all look so young. He always gets older than his age. People always think he's in his mid 30s or 40s.
Literally, only one person has ever guessed my age correctly, and that guy was like, he wasn't being friendly.
Yeah. There was some guy we were beefing with, or not beefing with. He had a problem with us.
I was about to say, I wasn't beefing with nobody. He was beefing with me, and I could have stopped to that real quick.
Right?
Hit him with the.
You're stupid. Is the meat? Should we put in the packet?
I was just thinking that it's probably seasoning time. Thank you all for joining us. It's been a while since I went live. It's been fun. It's been an experience and a half.
Hectic. Work sucks.
Literally fighting with the disgruntled customers, because literally I'm one of the only guys that works there, and it's all like older women that are like just small. They'd rather not be in conflict, so they let people just, if they're gonna knock stuff off the shelves, they'd rather allow that than to go up against it or then get stuff thrown at them. But now, me working there, that's where I come into play. Just open it up over it.
Eat Up with Mora says you look 16 and he looks like 17.
That's the biggest compliment I've ever
got.
Right,
that's dragging it with him. Me,
I
can understand.
You're glazing
You're dragging it with the 17 with him.
I appreciate it.
Right? 16 with me, I can see that. People kind of mistake me for being 16.
Are you being nice to me because you want the first drop of our new merch next month?
Oh.
Right? That's impossible because he didn't even know about that.
Right.
Because I just made that up. But yeah, new merch dropping next month.
Right. It's really nice out today.
It is.
It's a little windy, but like it feels really
wind.
nice out. No, because it's been cold lately and foggy as hell over here in Cali. Every morning it's been nothing but fog and high humidity. It's like I don't know, it just be feeling musty outside. Like, ugh.
Sweetie, would you mind passing me the water, please? I just need like a splash.
Yeah.
Or actually, I can do it with sparkling.
No! Why is it spicy?
Well, it would have boiled off. I just need to add liquid. I was gonna pour sparkling water in our food instead of just normal water. Here, You're
For
awesome.
once, our cat is finally being calm in the car by herself without us. We're right back here, but like, she usually be spazzing the hell out because she wants to come outside with us and then gets scared of everything when she comes outside.
She's really like how they say curiosity killed the cat.
No, because she be getting mad at me and be yapping at me, talking about she wants to go outside. I be letting her out. First bird or dog or squirrel she sees, she gets scared and wants to run back to the car. And then gets mad when I don't want to take her out. Like, come on now, I can't keep doing this back and forth shit with you. Eat Up with Morris said, I'm gonna get your merch when it drops. That's what's up.
I'm gonna send you one for free. We're gonna send you one just because.
No, we're serious about making merch.
Yeah, like
Our merch is gonna be called sorry.
No, you get me excited and then I interrupt you.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Our merch, it was his idea. When we were dating, he had this merch called Slut Gear, and we're thinking about making that a real thing.
You remembered that?
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
Yes, we have a cat. She's a Siamese Persian mix. I think they call it like a Himalayan cat when it's a Siamese Persian mix, but that's what she is. And she's like, she's only a year old too, and her name is Cleo. We just got her. When did we get her? In
I'm gonna say like
before, I think
June or August.
No, either May or June.
Late May or early June of this year.
Yeah. We had her for a while. That's her baby.
Did you toss the seasoning packet?
No, you dumped it. Where did you put it? I think you, I'm gonna say, I saw you sprinkle it.
I just want to see if it has salt in it, so I don't have to taste it while it's done. It has salt.
So you won't over salt it.
Yeah. I was like, before I start adding salt in, like assuming it has no salt.
Alright, I haven't had taco in such a long time.
This looks like the normal, like, average sized bottle of water, right? This is a 1 liter bottle of water in my hand.
It would get compared to normal. Right?
Hold the can of soda, babe.
The can of soda next to this. Look how it looks. It must say your hand can cover this completely. That's how big your hands are. It's so tiny for you.
Damn, so when they was literally giving the dude with a freaking can of soda basically every time I was asleep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's kind of the hero at his job.
I couldn't be that without you.
Well, we're kind of the hero. There's always like a bunch of tweakers and like homeless people coming up and disturbing people, disturbing women. Every time we go to work, there's always a guy trying to assault me, so we kind of always have to take action.
That's literally why I'm always well hydrated. I always eat my protein. And the first thing in the morning, I consume 500 to 1,000 milligrams.
But I say, look, you see how small I am compared to
That's like, go
him.
back to that.
Right? People look at me and think of me as like an easy target. Or they think I'm like one of these Dixie bitches out here that don't be paying attention. But it's one a day, basically. It's one a day. Our fans are saying we're too
My life wouldn't be how it is without her.
We've been through a crazy past few years.
Like, y'all can even go back in our shorts and see, like, we've done it all.
Pretty much. We almost been killed multiple times. Niggas is always trying us. People always threatening our lives. I don't know why. People are always threatening to shoot us. They get so intimidated because nobody wants to fight him, so they just threaten to shoot him all the time.
Speaking of fighting me, that's been the most hilarious thing at work lately. Everybody who's like a disgruntled customer that doesn't get their way always wants to, oh, well, it's okay, you guys are acting like that, but you want me out the store, but it's okay, because I'm going to catch you guys when you have to leave, so we can run the fade after you get off of work. And I'm like, oh.
I pepper sprayed so many niggas for saying shit like that.
And I'd be the first one to jump out like, oh, what was that? Wait until after work. Well, I'm actually about to go on my lunch break, so let's handle this right here, right now.
They don't be ready for that one.
No, and then that's when it's like, bro, what are you talking about? You're weird. You're being weird.
No, I wish I could make this up, y'all. People really be thinking we be capping, that people really don't be doing this type of shit to us.
I wish y'all would just come along with us for a ride along at work one day.
Right, I might have to go live one time, like, when an altercation is happening. But then, like, I don't be thinking of that because I be too busy making sure you're good.
And then, like, come on, if somebody threatens your life, what are you doing? You either... I'm not waiting for the police to save me.
We tried calling the police before and nothing has happened.
Mind you, the police department is 2 blocks from where my job is, and it takes them 10 minutes to drive those 2 blocks.
Literally, it's literally right up the street.
I can run. Mind you, when I chase people, I've chased them that direction and to the police station in less than 3 minutes flat on foot. So they need at least 10 minutes to drive up. Yeah, I'll call them. Sure, that's the right thing to do.
Sometimes it don't even be 10 minutes. Sometimes it be a half an hour.
That's what I'm saying. They pull up when
niggas is
it's
right up the street.
Convenient. Because their thing is, it's like how when you go to the hospital, the emergency room, it's by order of severity. They're not going to go by
literally,
first
it be people who be threatening to shoot us and people in the store. That's what be crazy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. People say crazy stuff so often that stuff like that gets taken so lightly because of that. People run their mouths so much today because of this internet stuff. And people run their mouths and don't do anything so much that they just disregard that. Unless, like how they pulled on me last time, where they said somebody said they saw a gun that wasn't there. Saying you saw a gun changes it completely from, oh, he was just talking crazy. Oh, you actually saw the thing? But they're just against us, because when I call them and say I saw the thing, they're just, oh, okay, well, you just...
No, niggas be really reaching in their bags and shit, like...
People be getting in their cars to follow us as we're leaving peacefully.
I don't know what niggas is about to do.
Like the last time. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we be trying to do the right thing, and the whole time the police tell us to do stupid shit. Like,
I'm sorry,
the man is following.
I'm too small for that shit.
The man got in his car and decided to follow you, and you stopped traffic. Mind you, I was in an intersection driving in circles around the dude chasing us, and I flipped the cards on him because the police were telling me, oh, he's following you. Here's what we want you to do: stop your car and pull over. Yeah, so he can run up to my car and do what he wants to do to me.
Exactly.
Do you see how stupid that sounds? I got in the car to avoid having to kick his ass.
I almost hung up on the operator bitch because she started getting loud with me because, like, she's trying to ask us where we are. I can't give her directions on where we are while trying to tell my man where to go to get away from this nigga.
Right.
I'm doing so many things at once. I'm trying to tell her where we are while trying to tell him where to go, while trying to tell her this nigga looks like, what this license plate and shit. Like, come on now.
I turn into chameleon mode where one eye's on the road, one eye's watching the rear view.
A bunch of people just walked by and just looked at us.
It's crazy. So yeah, telling us, oh, he's following you, just pull over and wait for police to arrive. How far are you guys? We're about 10 minutes out. I'm not waiting 10 minutes with this dude as he's right behind me. What are you talking about? But then the trick play happens. We're going around in circles at the intersection. I pump fake him like I'm gonna just cut right. He goes the same. I end up going a straight complete left circle, going counterclockwise to how we were going before. I end up behind him. Cornered him literally within 10 seconds of being behind him and pinned his car in. We're on the phone with the police. I'm telling them, hey, look, the guy that was following me, as luck would have it, I actually got him boxed in between a couple cars right now. Like, I'm right here and here. Here's my location. Are you guys gonna pull up and do something? The operator starts yelling at us. Why would you do that? That's such a dangerous situation. You could get hurt. I'm sorry. This dude was following me, and your suggestion was just park right where you are and let him approach you. Why not box him in for you guys? And I can leave the car there while he can't leave. Unless he wants to be on foot, then we're looking for a dude on foot. I do the police job for him, and I'm the bad guy. This is why I just choke motherfuckers out now. Call 911 after. Oh God, like if you're capable of it and you really don't have another option, just fucking go for it. Because I'm telling you guys from the position of I've had to do stuff like that at work on the job, and you know, I'm sitting there as the police arrive. Literally the other day, I'm getting fist to fist with this one dude that just wants to be all belligerent and throwing stuff at people, talking about he was gonna kill me. And then we start going at it, boop-bopping each other. I just wanted him off the property. Somehow, some way, we ended up taking the fist fight to the sidewalk. And, you know, as we're squaring up, he's about to throw a punch. I'm waiting for him to try to swing at me first because I got long reach. Across the street at the light, we hear, and we're like, what? Police honking. They literally drove up from the turning lane to go left, went straight up and drove right on where we were at. Told everybody to get on the ground. My point with that was they told everybody to get on the ground, and I got cleared out. You know, like, was I kind of in the wrong for packing them out? Morally, yeah, I should have just let him walk away, but
he threatened to kill me and him.
Like, everybody knows, people say crazy stuff all the time, like, but I don't take threats like that lightly. How are you gonna tell me you're gonna kill me in front of my wife, and then you think I'm gonna just let you walk away? So yeah, I tried not to hit him in the face too much, but he kept walking at me with his hand covered like he was reaching in his bag, and out of my extendo ratchet, a 1/2-inch ratchet that goes from about 12 inches to about 20 inches. Swung that motherfucker with a twist, a step, and another twist in my wrist as it extended, and I broke his wrist bone. He's over here talking to the cops with his wrist dangling like this. And I don't say that to you guys to play fucking tough guy or whatever. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just, you gotta understand, you can't take stuff like that lightly. Because literally, every time I told him just to go away, I turned my back, he's taking 2 steps closer. As soon as I turn away, I face him, he walks away.
As soon as I turn my back, if somebody threatens to kill you, you do not turn your back on them regardless. That's not something you just say and
even
not, you know?
Right? Because even if they're just talking crazy, understand.
You don't know
these
where
are
people
words. Those are words. Imagine what would happen if us as normal people said those words to a police officer on duty. How would things turn out? Jail, if you're lucky,
or get shot.
Right? If they don't pop you immediately and pull you have your hand, let me see your hands. Oh, you have your hands in your pockets. That's why I say that. If you couldn't tell that to a cop without there being dire consequences,
you shouldn't tell that to a regular person or a civilian.
You shouldn't allow yourselves to be victims either, because it's getting crazy out here. It's getting really crazy to the point where all you gotta be able to do is say one day, I'm not gonna be a victim today.
I squared up with a few grown ass niggas because they threaten me and get loud with me, and I'll be pepper spraying them, or I'll get loud back. And as soon as I get him, then they want to, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just having a bad day.
No, literally, yesterday, another dude I freaking got into it with don't want to listen to me when I'm being respectful and tell him to get off the property. Wife sees everything going on because she happened to be stopping by for some coffee.
And I asked, do you need me to call the police?
She was like, is everything's okay? And then he wants to be like, what? Call the police, bitch.
I don't give a fuck. Right? And I looked at him, I was like, who the fuck are you talking to? And I started, he wasn't ready for that.
I was like, bro, I was calling you sir, brother, my man. Like, all right, like, you don't want to take it respectfully. That's when I put my hands up. I was like, since you want to talk to women like that, like, talk to me.
And it was
like
a black dude, my own kind, of course, like, you know, like, and like, I know, like, this whole thing with the whole racism shit with black people and stuff, but it's just like, there's a difference between black people and niggas. Niggas fuck it up for black people. I'm sorry, because they just do fuckery shit and do the bullshit, do the stereotype shit and make it look bad for the rest of us, and then wondering why we all get treated the way we do. Like, come on now, miss me with that shit.
I know you're taken aback, but you're all thinking it.
Every time you see one of them, you're all thinking it.
No, and like,
They're all thinking it. I know it. And you're a liar if you say you're not thinking it. No, you will go to jail. No, I won't. The thing with that is that's the thing. You have to understand the rules of engagement. Don't ever throw the first punch and don't say anything. Don't say threats. But if somebody threatens you, don't take it lightly and just be like, oh, he's just kidding. He's just having a bad day.
and we know it won't happen because the police actually showed up and then asked us what did we want we want them to do to the guy, because they knew we were in the right. How we act, it may come off as like we're reckless and we can just go to jail, but we know what we're doing.
There's rules of engagement. Like you don't go in.
We
just
know
all
how to
willy-nilly.
approach the situation and how to engage without doing too much and not doing too little.
I match reasonable force. That's all. But the game changes entirely when somebody threatens.
That's why it's not illegal to pepper spray someone.
Did you win? Yeah, I won. What the cops ended up doing was they let me go back to work.
It's not illegal to tase somebody.
They let me go back to work and finish my lunch break with my wife, and then they made him go bye-byes. Because that was the only thing they asked.
And that's what we do. We give off warnings too.
And lately, I've been giving off like 3 strikes, you're out. But
Yep.
now the protocol is going to change to once and done.
Yeah, because these motherfuckers are getting too comfortable.
Way
Yeah,
too
it may
close.
seem like my husband's doing a lot, but like I'm telling you, he'll approach the situation so politely, and then the person will start getting aggressive with him, and then it takes him turning into a nigga on them for them to fucking act right. And it's like, why do we have to be a dickhead? Why do we have to be a bitch? Why do we have to be a dickhead? Why do we have to be a nigga just like you? To show you we bout the shits just like you, my nigga. Like, come on now, don't be doing that. You got the right ones today, because I got
Especially
time.
when they want to pull that. No, it got to me. There's one dude yelling at my wife the other day. Early in the morning, we're talking like 6:25.
No, yeah, I was like, it just hit like 6:30.
the sun wasn't even out.
We
That's
just
how
got
crazy.
there.
Like throwing stuff all over the place, yelling in front of the store, and I'm like, all right, bro, you gotta go. And he's like, or what? He's like, you're not gonna do nothing.
What, you gonna hit me? You gonna hit me?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then,
Do it, motherfucker. I dare you. I'm gonna sue you. Go ahead, hit
Right?
me. I dare you.
And
Go
I was
ahead,
like-
hit me.
and I
He's
was-
one of them type of
Right?
motherfuckers.
And I was like, nobody said any of that. Literally, word for word. I was like, bro, nobody said any of that. I just need you to leave because you're doing too much. That's when he's like, what?
I ended up coming out saying like, come on, bro, you're making me uncomfortable. Like, if you don't leave the property,
you
I'm
tell
gonna
him what
I'm gonna have to call the police. This nigga wanna sit there and get smart with me. I don't give a fuck that I'm making you uncomfortable. I said, what? You don't give a fuck about what? And I got out the car, and then he ended up picking this boy up and dragging him down the pavement, talking about you don't want to leave, you don't give a fuck about what, and dragged him down the entire pavement to the sidewalk.
His whole spill was, I don't care that I made women uncomfortable. Because it wasn't just her. Like, I'm not just jumping for my wife because she said so. There's these customers that was coming in.
Yeah, I wasn't the only woman
complaining
complaining.
Like, my wife was probably like the last one that I was like, all right. Like,
But that's why we jump so hard, because women like me and we just deal with so much. Like, just
actually.
women like me and just women, period. Like, we just deal with so much when it comes to like men in this world. And I know it's not all men, but it's been a lot of these homeless niggas. That hurts my ears, babe.
I'll just do that later then.
I was like, do you really have to do that right
Sorry. I'll just get a sponge in for that then.
now? That hurt my ears.
I just wanted to finish cooking.
Be careful, I'm gonna say. But yeah, it's always like we go so hard because we notice the women here be really like petrified. And I noticed that a lot. Like, women don't be comfortable going anywhere. I can't even go places. I can't even go to the store by myself without a creep following me, thinking I'm a kid or something, thinking I'm a minor, and following me around the store or getting up close to me. And it's like, so many women deal with that on a daily basis. And it's just like, we're getting to the point where we're so sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit to where I'm starting to really jump on niggas and really say something and not hold my tongue anymore. Like, when I see something, I say something off rip. Like, I'm tired of this shit. These homeless people. And the reason why I'm talking about homeless people the way I do because coming from a homeless person herself, come on now, like we're homeless and we decided to get a job and to work and to better our lives and to be better people, and we're about to get our crib soon and just level up in life. These motherfuckers just want to panhandle, just want to drink all day, just want to do drugs all day.
And what gets to me about it is they only walk up to women at night.
Yeah.
To start begging for shit. The other day we see some dude trying to be all up in a lady's car while she's getting gas inside. Like, come on, man. Like,
you talking about the one with the dogs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I checked his ass. I'm sitting here watching, right? I'm in the car doing some studying, and I look up. I see this nigga, like, I see this lady walk away from her car, and as she's walking away, I see this nigga like inching more and more forward towards her car because she had her windows down a little bit. Apparently she had dogs in the car, but I didn't know she had dogs in the car at first. I just see a nigga like looking all up in a woman's car. So I'm sitting here looking, and then I see him like poke his hand and start like putting his hand through the window. I scared the shit out of this nigga. I said, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Get away from our car, you weirdo!" And he fucking jumped. He jumped to the sidewalk so quick. Oh my gosh. And then I ended up waiting for her to come out, and I ended up telling her what happened. And she was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And I ended up telling my husband what happened too. And he came out and checked this nigga because he ended up telling him prior, "You're not supposed to be on the property just walking around asking people for change and shit and just like harassing people and bothering people." And he's been doing this before. So he's been told to leave from the property multiple times, and he keeps coming back. So it's like, come on, bro.
And when I say begging for shit, we're not talking about like, "Oh, excuse me."
There's a way to go about it.
Right, we're not talking about asking for a hot meal. We're not asking about, "Oh, give me a couple bucks." We're talking about like, "Oh, buy me fucking booze."
And then he's being a creep about it, like just sneaking up behind people while they're not looking and just standing there being quiet, not saying anything. Come on now.
And only doing it to women on their own. He wasn't walking up to dudes.
Not dudes at all. Only women by themselves in either a decent or a nice car.
Like somebody who's obviously driving something that, okay, like if you're driving a Porsche,
you're obviously independent
well
and taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
But no, that's the shit that would piss me off. That's why I didn't like him, and I would see him a lot. And the reason why we get on these homeless people the way we do, because these are the same niggas that sleep at the same park as we do. So like, come on now.
It's like we're neighbors, bro. Act right. Just how you would tell your neighbor, "Hey neighbor, can you turn that down, please?"
And it's like the only difference is we just have our car. That's the only difference. Like, come on now, like. But it's like we're not.
The biggest difference is we chose to work.
That too.
You see us right now. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than anybody. I got advice. I smoke hella weed.
Right?
I know as of lately, it's been probably about 2 weeks into it. I drink. Don't let that fucking stop you to knock you off your game, though. If that's consuming you, you need to cut that shit out your life.
But we drink like little shit, like margaritas.
They're like
shit.
the dollar margaritas in a can.
We
Like
drink
that are smaller than that
mimosas and
soda.
shit like that. Like we drink like the light
No, and that's
stuff.
what I'm saying. Like, not even trying to like justify, like fucking like liquor's liquor. Call it what it is. Calling it what it is. I keep that shit under control. It's not affecting me to the point where, oh, I'm not showing up to work, and we're not talking about, oh, I drink one drink at 8 p.m. after dinner.
No, we drink a few.
I'm gonna be up all night. I gotta go in at 6, and I can drink till 3.
And we still make it on time.
And I got enough to have 2 hours of sleep, 1 hour to get ready and prep for the day, and I still have enough power in the tank to run dudes down whenever they're misbehaving. My point with that is, if you're gonna have a vice, control it and control yourself and have self-respect.
Honestly.
Cause man, like it'd be crazy, like, cause the way I mean right now, yeah, we got this with money from work, but before I was eating with food stamps and shit like that. And, still am sometimes. There's no shame in that.
Right? There's no shame in food stamps, baby.
But you need to actually be looking for a job with that, like I did. Cause I mean, come on. If you want to be a piece of shit and be a and just go into your vices, go for it. Be a loser, and you'll just never have anything in life. But
Ain't nobody's stopping you.
And
nobody's forcing you either.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no difference to me whether you want it or not. Shit, I know I know what I want out of life. I know I'm trying to be multi-millionaire, not just hit 1 million.
I'm trying to hustle, build our shit from the ground up. A lot of people don't want to do that, and it's a shame coming from a female, and I don't have any, but I got more nuts than like 80% of men out here. I'm sorry, and I don't have nuts.
Like I'm hung out in the streets with gangs growing up. Like we're talking like South Central LA gangs. Like,
And I be
we're
right
talking
with
about
him,
Rolling
ready
60s,
to fucking
Rolling 60s crib.
throw it down.
We're talking about cruising down Gage, cruising down Broadway. What you know about what's popping on Fig though. Talking about growing up around shit like that. That's the side of me y'all don't know. I'm changed man now, but that took a lot of work. I started from the bottom of the barrel that was behind the alley of the gutter.
There be times where I be saving grown ass niggas.
And I've hung out with dudes growing up that shit, like a lot of them are either in the sky or they doing life sentences, and I hung out with dudes that is doing the dudes with nuts that I hung out with. Put it this way, the dudes I used to grow up with that was actually worth something in the world and actually had a fucking parent, like actually had heart and knew shit about life. They either doing life, fighting that life charge, fighting a death row case, or they in the sky already. The rest of the niggas I grew up with that are out here running the streets is all bitch made and will switch up on you for the change in your back pocket. And a lot of you don't even got back pockets, and niggas will still switch up on you for that change that don't exist.
Exactly.
Why you think every time you see me posting something, every time you see me somewhere cooking, it's just A and B? That's the key to life. You got so many friends will hold. I saw that with my own brother, rest in peace. His closest friends, as soon as he would turn his back, as soon as he landed in jail, like would be the first ones right there trying to spit game at his girl, trying to, I'll take care of you while he busted, trying to do the weird shit. Yeah. So we'll get deeper about that, but just y'all gotta behave, choose your battles wisely, but don't take nothing from nobody. At all. Don't take any disrespect, even in the slightest. Exactly. And God loves you too. I'm here standing because God loves me. Right? And I don't take that lightly. Because, like, I don't know if I've even told you guys before, but the beginning of this year and the end of last year, December of last year to January of this year and a little bit of February, I couldn't walk for those 2.5 months. I caught sepsis in my right knee because I had an accident where I slipped and fell in like some dirty ass water. I didn't break anything, but you would have thought I did. My legs swelled up to twice its size. It was painful. Really painful. I couldn't walk. That's why I've kind of been going hard all this year and trying to get it together. God saved me. Like, to the point where my hospital had a chaplain come in and talk to me. That's why I say that, yeah, God really does. I'm here because of that. Not too many people can have sepsis for like a month straight and not be able to walk and then just recover like over a weekend. I hear stories of people with sepsis like, it's like dysentery almost. I hear a lot of stuff like that, man. It's like, to be so blessed and lucky to be able to walk after the doctor said I was walking in a week after the doctors told me, man, you're not going to be able to walk probably until June of next year, buddy. I was like, what are you talking about, June of next year? Even June of this year would have been too much. I was able to get healed, and that's why I try to be strong. I won't lie to you guys, I'd be absolutely terrified out of my mind when things pop off, but you gotta really pull yourself together and find it in you and just, oh man, you gotta do it scared. Even if you're terrified, you gotta just find it in you and just pull yourself together and have that feeling and buckle up and ride the lightning. Life's hard, but it's harder if you're stupid. We're not talking about PhDs and doctorate degrees, none of that. We're talking common sense. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this because I don't want our lunch to get cold because this is kind of breakfast, lunch.
I'm gonna say, yeah, we gotta go eat. I'm
I'll
hungry.
leave you guys with
Okay, you show us the food.
I'll show you guys the food just because you went.
Alright, then we'll end it there. Let's pack up.
I gotta heat up tortillas too. So let me do that.
You're ready then.
I know. This is gonna be quick though.
I know.
I'm gonna do them over the fire. And I'm gonna take the stove with us so we can keep doing it. It's not about being a hero. Don't go out trying to fucking be tough guy being a hero. Don't do that. That's just gonna get you killed instantly. It's just the way the world is. The world doesn't want to see the winners. Don't be the hero. Be the aggressor. Everybody always roots for the aggressor. Everybody loves the bad guy. Be the aggressor. You see, every time somebody does some foul shit and it's on the news, they get publicity, they eat it up.
But that doesn't mean be an asshole.
Exactly. But flip the cards on the bully.
Yep.
Protect the weak. Protect the ones that can't protect themselves. Because if you can't stand for that, there's no reason to be on this channel. And that's not like anybody in particular. That's just the way we roll. Like, you guys stand up for the weak, because the ones that can't speak for themselves.
Because I was one of them. We were both one of them.
I was gonna say, at one point, like I told you, that I was short. I was 380 pounds. I was a fat boy, big old tub of lard, and I say that proudly because that's why I speak up.
Yeah, he was my
now.
chunky boy.
I used to be fat.
And I was a
weak and
stick.
short.
I was like under 70 pounds. I'm still skinny now, but like I'm 115, so.
I mean, like, not that being fat's a bad thing. I mean, shoot, look at Fluffy, my boy Gabriel Iglesias, that's my boy. Felipe Esparza, that's like my dogs. I love shit like that. Not body shaming, but even when I was big, you gotta still be able to, you can be 400 pounds and still be able to knock a nigga out. You're 400 pounds. If you can learn to plant your feet in the ground and twist your body the right way when you punch, even if you're a big old tub of lard, you can use that 300 pounds and make a 300-pound punch. Don't underestimate the fat boys. Because I was still almost 400 pounds, knocking niggas out.
Mm-hmm. Even for the small, skinny people like me. Don't be afraid to speak up because a nigga's a little bit bigger than you. I fought niggas that was his size.
I was about to say, tell him, like, on God, those would be my favorite ones to get into it with
right?
that
I
word.
love getting into it with niggas his size.
Because I'm never fighting with anybody smaller than me. And you guys see, I'm pretty big. I'm always getting into it with people bigger than me because that's my favorite. I never pick on somebody who's smaller than me. That's a bully and that's worthless. You never do that. On God, all the people who end up doing that shit and get fucking killed in the process, good. Because you shouldn't be a bully. I say that shit because I be spazzing out a lot too, but I don't go overboard.
Right? We don't go off the innocent people. We don't go onto people who don't deserve it. We go after people who come at us and started with us, and we finish that shit.
And even if you think, oh, I'll just do somebody grimy real quick and I'll get away with it. Nobody saw. God saw. You might not pay for it that week. You might not pay for it that month, but somehow, some way, it all comes around. And that's why I tell you, vice versa. When you do the right thing, it all comes back. So I'll leave y'all with that before I show you guys what dinner looks like, or lunch.
Yeah, because it's still, it's only the afternoon right now. Right, we're fucking
I was like, dinner?
starving.
We ain't even ate breakfast.
Right.
It's probably gonna be
I've been up
Chili's.
early, but he woke up late because the long shift.
I'm tired of chasing people all day long, man.
I slept before that, so that's why I was up. I went to bed early.
On my days off, I try to consume as little caffeine as possible so my body can be in its natural state.
Right? And rejuvenate until we can go back. Because it's literally one a day, bro. We gotta deal with one stupid ass nigga a day.
Like, at first it was kind of funny and interesting, but now it's like, alright, like, this is getting really old.
And I hate when people pull the homeless card. They're like, oh, you're only doing this to me because I'm homeless. Funny
Right,
for you, buddy. We're
it's
homeless
like that.
too. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
That's why we're coming at you. We're in the same boat and you're acting like this. That's what I'm saying. I don't come at homeless people for no reason. I don't come at black people for no reason. I don't come at Mexican people for no reason. Because that's what we all are.
It's not about money. It's not about color. It's not about race. It's not about nothing. It's about common decency when you're conducting
White
yourself in
people
the
too.
public. That's what I'm saying. Everybody can get it 18 to 80 as long as you're not in a wheelchair. And even then, you spit on me and you're in a wheelchair, you're going to be squirming on the floor. You're in a wheelchair, huh? And you just spit at me? I really hope you know how to crawl efficiently.
Right?
Because that wheelchair, you just lost it, buddy. And I'm not sorry. Because people think, oh, I'm disabled. Everybody has a privilege. Everybody's above the law for some reason nowadays.
Right, black people come at him and call him racist, not knowing that we're both black.
That'd be my favorite because they'd be stunned. When they'd be like, you're only doing this to me because I'm black. You hate black people. And then my wife pops out of nowhere.
That's why I get
actually,
like that. Because I hate when my kind does that. Like, why? Why are we pulling that car? Why are we pulling the race car?
And it's like, no, I'm not running you off and like punching on you because you're black.
Being a thief has nothing to do with color.
That's what I'm saying. And that's
But we're coming at you because as a brother, we're brothers too. Come on now, like you're making us look bad.
That's the thing. Half the time it's not even because dudes be stealing. It's like if you could just slickly put it in your pocket to where nobody noticed, bro, you can have that shit. But when you're fucking grabbing 10 bags of chips,
looking like you're pregnant,
10 Gatorades, and you're a skinny dude and you came out looking like, all right, bro, like you really thought you could pull that off?
Right, I take it as disrespect. You really thought I was stupid enough to not notice that.
You really thought I wasn't gonna notice? And then what gets me on top of that is the simple fact that I'd be like, oh, it's obvious, but whatever. I don't get paid enough. It's not my job. I'm not asset protection. You know, if somebody pockets a couple things, it's not really my business. I only make it my business when they start getting loud with the ladies there, and okay, you're making certain threats, and mind you, I'm out of view because I'm in the coolers. I'm in the back. I'm like walking the property, cleaning outside. I'm not really in the store. And people be acting up with the ladies in there, thinking like, oh, what you gonna do? Like to the point like, how you gonna be a grown man and corner a woman half your size, talking about, oh, like ain't nobody gonna save you.
And these women are shorter than me.
And then you want to pull the victim card when I pop out of the cooler looking like fucking Spawn with my coat, looking like Spawn walking up like fucking, oh, you're gonna corner who? Who's gonna stop what?
Russian
right?
in him.
Oh God, that's like,
that
oh,
scaring niggas.
You're right. Nobody's gonna stop something from happening. And I tell my boss, Angeles, lock the door. That's right, buddy. You had every opportunity. She told you to leave. Now you can't leave. It's just the way the game goes. Now, let's show you guys the food. I know you guys are hungry too. Oh, I should have got a lemon, but that's okay. Sparkling water. She's excited.
She has the zoomies right now.
But yeah, it's been probably like 4 or 5 times already. I've told my boss straight up, oh, he didn't want to leave? Okay. Lock the door. Now you just can't sleep.
No, I got you in here for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
And then they'd be like, what do you mean lock the door? What are you talking about? That means you're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
I like how you just said my joke, but just louder.
Well, you have to say it in Macho Man Randy Savage's voice. Or I mean Bonesaw's voice. Yeah, that's what she was saying. But I'm a voice
You
actor,
said it
right?
correctly.
I pronounced it properly.
You're funny.
I got you for
Show
3
them.
minutes. It's actually, I got you for 3 minutes.
Where's the cilantro and stuff?
In my pocket.
In your pocket?
No, I'm kidding. He looked at me so foul. He looked at me
that's
so
some shit
foul.
you would really do. Put some fucking cilantro in your
He looked at me
pocket.
so
Like when fucking I got what was it, spaghetti or ravioli? ravioli in my pocket.
Ravioli, ravioli.
What's in the pocket?
Let me show you guys this feast. We have, this is, let me clean my camera. Show you guys this. Yeah, right. This is, the rice is leftover. Leftover pre-made rice from the store. It has carrots and corn in it. Kind of Spanish style, like Puerto Rican style, it's said on the package. I don't know how accurate that is. But my mom, she's from Guadalajara. And she always kind of did it like that. That's how we had it growing up. It's got some shredded, what is it, shredded beef? Because we didn't have pork, right? Okay, some shredded beef, some birria up in there. So that's the rice. And then we have some ground beef that we cook with taco seasoning. We're going to make some.
They didn't have any
carne
carne asada because it was a white people one. It was a
they
white
didn't have no
people
like ranchera. They didn't have no padilla, none of that. So we just got ground beef and we're making white people tacos.
But using.
But we at least got some kind of like
thing.
decent salsa.
Yeah.
And it was alright. It's very good actually. It's better than alright. It's pretty freaking good. I recommend this. And it's cheap. That's also why I recommend it.
Or you can either get those in the cans or like the
big jars that are resealable.
Ones. Yeah.
But these are like $1.09 a piece. And I got some sour cream. I must have spilled something on the lid. I promise this is brand new.
Huh.
Hey, it wasn't like that when I bought it.
Got dirty in your pocket.
Right? My pockets are filthy.
I love you. You're like my best friend.
And then she's making cilantros.
Yeah, I'm just like breaking up.
See, it's a new one. I don't know what's going on with the lid. That's wild, right?
Alright, should I put the stems in it too? Or do you want to eat the or no?
I don't mind.
Okay. I don't normally. Oh, you can. You break them up.
So yeah, we're having tacos.
Tacos. We love our tacos. I think I'm getting on my period because I just been craving tacos for 3 days. And I've been craving just.
Is this a new one?
That's the one you gave me earlier. I never finished it.
Oh, so I only had 2 of these then?
Yeah, because like, we drank the first one together.
Okay, and then I just completely gave you the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, these are pretty good. These are our protein things.
Core power!
Oh my god.
Not sponsored.
Right, we're not sponsored, but they should sponsor me because if you're supposed... Okay, so I read somewhere that if you want to like gain muscle mass, you're supposed to eat every day 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, roughly, or per kilogram, one of the two. So I'm 260 pounds. You guys do the math. 42 grams in one of these. 2 of these is 84. 4 of these is about 168. How many was I supposed to have to drink at 260 pounds? I mean, I know I'm supposed to like have food on top of it, but I don't be having an appetite like that, so it's easier for me to do this. Yes. We're about to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to say it?
Mm-hmm.
Lord, thank you for this food that we're about to see. Thank you for the blessings and opportunities that you've been giving us. Thank you for having us wake up today and having us get through all the things and obstacles that we go through. Thank you for always having our backs and always watching over us and keeping us safe and always making sure that we get through all the negativity and evil that's in the world and that's always around us and helping us just get by each day by day. Please watch over our little family and our families near and far. Continue to give us positivity and love and light and always make sure that we have a good day and make sure we have a good life. Just make sure you just always watch over us and keep us safe, and thank you for everything in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. So yeah, we're about to eat now.
Do we have like a spoon to like scoop it? Or I don't mind. I can do it like this.
I actually, I actually do have the green spoon on the stove if you want to go get it.
It's honestly fine.
Okay, you can scoop it Mexican style.
Yeah, I'm literally done.
So we're gonna eat now. You guys can stick around and watch that, but I'm probably not gonna say a whole lot. Actually, I don't want to be rude.
I'm gonna say
I don't
we're
want to be
gonna
rude to
come
you
back
guys.
on live later when we're done eating.
Alright, let me just finish this.
Cause y'all gonna be too hungry eating this the way we eat.
Alright, I'm gonna make this shit look good. So. I'll see you guys in a bit. We love y'all. Stay safe. Stay vicious. Stay happy.
Stay positive. Love yourself. Be true to yourself.
That's right. Be true to yourself. Like Beep's about to be true to this tattoo.
Yeah.
Look how big the thing is in her hand.
I know, right?
I love that for you.
It's so big in my hand. And this is probably gonna be tiny in yours, so like.
Literally, let me just hold yours real quick. It looks like a normal size tattoo.
Oh my gosh, it does. Oh my goodness. You ripped my taco.
I ripped her tattoo. Alright, well, we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys. That was a good laugh.